Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Hectic and welcome back to another business guide here in GTA. Yes, again, if the audio quality is poor, it's because I don't have my mic coming up. I decided I'm just going to pound through and get out some of the videos that I want to while I can here before my mic comes in. So today it's going to be the arcade. The arcade business is what we are reviewing today. I'm going to get out of this because this was supposed to be the secret thing. The arcade, pretty fun business. Another solo business, passive income business that you can get, and it's really, really fun. Yes, and also allows you to start up heists. So let's get into it. The first thing first, how do you get the nightclub? You go to your internet, Maze Bank foreclosures, you select arcades, and then you choose one. Arcade, not really going to matter. I would say maybe it might matter a little bit more, because the only things that it would matter with is when you do the heist setup preps. And depending on how far you want to go, it's not bad. I have the one in La Mesa because I have a couple crate warehouses plus my auto shop garages there, so I'd like all my businesses close. I usually have my businesses either up in here, like all my MC businesses, and most of my other businesses are just around here, this area. Actually, I think this one right here, Rockford Hills, yeah, that's like right next to my CEO office. So these are going to cost you about $2 million, $2.5 million. The only arcades I recommend not getting are the ones at the top of the map, even though that they're cheap. They're probably cheap for that reason, like $1.2 million. Don't get those. If you do the heist preps, that's going to suck. Yes, I will get into the heist here in a bit. But I completed this one. I got it while it was 40% off a few weeks ago, and I was able to purchase it for about $1.8 million. So once you get this, what upgrades do you get to it? Do not do any of the cosmetics unless you have extra money running around. The only extras I would get, don't do the high score screens. That's just a flex. I would recommend getting the personal quarters. Some people said don't, but personal quarters, I actually definitely would, because that'll put you in the basement where the heist setup and all of that stuff is. That'll cost you only about $195,000, which is, I believe, the cheapest accommodation purchase in the game. I think the bunker, and probably the nightclub one. I don't know if you have to do it for the clubhouse, but one of those two is also another cheaper one. And maybe I think the agency, but $195,000, that's nothing. That's basically nothing. I do recommend anytime they give you the accommodation option, I do recommend that you get that. Now, whether you get it right off the bat, not too bad. $195,000, not too bad. That's the only thing I would recommend getting. You can also get the garage, which I can't view because you can. That'll cost you around, what was it? I think it was also pretty cheap, like $200,000 to about $500,000. I forget, but that's also another 10-car garage. Yes, so if you're looking to collect a lot of cars and a lot of that, nightclub garage is that. I believe it's actually a 7-car garage because you get 3 special vehicles in there. But we'll get into that one. So that would also be recommended getting, but not before the personal quarters. Get the personal quarters. So that's how you get it. What does the arcade do? How does it make you money? You see all these arcade games around here. This is how you'll gain the passive income. Yes, you buy machines, people come in, and you get paid money. So let's go in here. You access your computer here. Here's the thing, and I'll show you a trick within this. Let's access this. I believe for this you have to be a CEO or a motorcycle club president. You can buy any of these games on there, and these are very expensive. very, very expensive. I'm kind of mad about some of these 200,000 to upwards of 500,000. You don't have to get all of these games, and I don't recommend you do unless if I get the research, unless if I research something saying, oh, these certain games will generate more money than before. I don't think that they do. If you want a variety, fine. I've only purchased one type, and then you can customize those like the uh, arcade shops. How do I even? Okay, so you can manage your arcade games and then you place them in the slots that you want. Here's the trick with whatever games that you purchase, especially if you do, I would recommend purchasing one other type because one of these is a single game and then a row, like three, so they can take up more within that. Just fill up the entirety of the arcade with just like one or two of arcade games. Yes, fill in every single spot. You don't have to pay money for all of that stuff, just for the machines. Yes, and that's how you'll generate more money in that. And I believe it's $5,000 that way when you have it fully there, and that will go into that safe. If you can look to my right, right there, 5,000. I believe that holds up to $100,000 max. $5,000 every 48 minutes. Kind of low in that, but when I do the nightclub AFK thing, I go back here and I usually find about $30,000 to about $50,000. Most I've taken from that so far is $75,000. That's because I went AFK for 2 days within that. But that's how you gain the money. That's basically the only business-ish side of the arcade that you'll get, and that's completely passive. So fill up the arcade, every single slot within that, and you'll get it. If you don't, I believe it's 1,500 per one of these. As you can tell, and this is from that safe only, I've earned $313,000 from that safe alone. Yes, the upgrades. There's only one upgrade that I recommend getting, and it's this one, Master Control Terminal. The best investment you could probably ever make in this entire game, because this will allow you to source, which means you can refill the stock of every single business you own. You can start up sell missions, and you can access every single business in your game except for like the agency. In this game, you can start it from directly here. It's the only one of these. Now, the Terabyte, you could start steal missions, but you can't resupply. You can't go and buy supplies unless you're at the Master Control Terminal. Now, this is $1.7 million, and I just recently bought it. And it's one of the best investments I've ever made, because if you have, let's say you have all 5 MC businesses, plus you have your bunker, that's $75,000 times 6. Instead of driving around to all of those, you can just go here and in under a minute, you can purchase all of those supplies that you need to. You can also do all the source missions that you want from there. Yeah? The best investment, that's going to be in the nightclub basement. Now, just because I'm here, let's grab what I have in the safe right now, which I believe is $5,000. If I saw the notification earlier, doesn't look like an. Oh wow, $15,000. I was wrong. I let this sit for a lot longer than I thought. So I now have that much money. We now go down into the basement in here. This would normally be closed. Once you spawn in here, you just press E and that door opens. We go into the basement where all the magic happens. This is where you'll have access to the Diamond Casino Heist. That's the Master Control Terminal. Let's talk about the heist first, and then we come back to that. Not going to go over the heist a lot in detail on this one. This is your setup board. Yes, you do your scope out missions in here, and you can select what approach you want to do for the heist. I think I still have a few other missions. I just recently got through doing the Big Con heist, which I was very, very mad at. We had to leave behind a bunch of money because we sucked at hacking. Yeah, I suck at hacking. The other guy just wasn't fast enough. We should have had 2 people hack it within that. So, but and we walked away with $400,000, which, if you know the casino heist, you can get upwards to about 1.5 to $2 million usually every time, and that's usually with the high buyer and probably the maximum cut. Even like a 40% cut, you're going to get about $1 million within that. So coming away with $400,000 for my first time completing. I failed 10 times before that because I did the bug star one instead of the a different approach to it, which is much easier. So that was very disappointing for my first time completing it. At least I completed it. That was very disappointing. But this casino heist really great. I say it takes a while to set up. I think Cayo Perico also takes a while to set up. I think that earns a little bit. I think guaranteed that earns more than the Diamond Casino, but I think the Diamond Casino can earn you a little bit more just out of what the potential flat cut can be in that. Because, well, actually no, because Cayo Perico you could do completely solo. So okay, that one's better than this. So your target is what you'll have to worry about. You can get either cash, which is the lowest amount, artwork, diamonds, or the Panther statue. I don't think we comes in this one. Oh my god. It doesn't show up in this one, but yeah, whatever your target is, you could go out and get that one. And then you come here. This is your prep board, which I need to do all of these. I selected the aggressive approach because I wanted to try a new one this time. These cell missions, if you're solo, kind of suck sometimes. Now, suck not in as are bad, but as in if you're not skilled, which I'm not the most skilled in this. I'm surprised at some of the stuff that I can do in this game. But if you're not great skill, like if you're a beginner trying to do this, some of these these prep missions, if you do them solo, you may die a few times. Yeah, and some of them are difficult. Sometimes you have to like lose 3-star to 5-star wanted like this. The one that sucks the most, I would say, is this one. The sourcing the guns. Yeah, that gave me. I have to go to, I think for this one, Fort Sancudo, and I have 5-star wanted level, and I just couldn't get back to the to like the sewers or something to get rid of that wanted level, and I just can't, because you can't make it back to the arcade with 5-star wanted level. These 3 up here, as far as these elements, that one, the getaway vehicles, and then the hacking device, just suck doing solo. So if you have friends, yeah, this might be easier to do than that. You can pay to skip some of these prep works, by the way. They are going to cost you the first time that you do it with any of these prep works. Like if I did it with Power Drill, $70,000. The next one that I skip, about $150,000. They're going to stack up, but some of them I do recommend you skip, like the Power Drills. You can skip some of these, and then once you do that, you'll have access to this one, which will be the heist finale board. You set them to cut. Yeah. You also have the computer down here, which I believe is the same as the one up top. If I remember correctly, you do the same things. Yep, you do the same exact things. Within that, get up. Why is my character not moving fast enough? There we go. Also down here is the car garage. My few car garage, like my 10-car garage. I have 2. Oh, I forgot I purchased that one. These, I believe, these bomb spots, and actually I think that these 2 on here for like, you can put some sort of special vehicles in here. Like I forget, like delivery vehicles, or I don't think you can put your MOC in here. I think that's the bunker only, but I think you can put in here like insurgent and whatever if you don't have facility. Down here, these spots are for prep vehicles once you get those. So nightclub garage, pretty dang good within this, and this is the main thing. The best investment, master control terminal. I'm registered as CEO, so I can't access these right now, but I can access my nightclub I mentioned in that guide video. You can switch out your DJs here. You can sell you can purchase your upgrades. You can sell your goods from here. You'd have to go all the way to your nightclub though, is the problem. But you can do it. Yes, you have the access to it, and you have access to every single business in the game within that. So if I switch this out to Motorcycle Club President, you will see that I'll have access to every single one of my MC businesses too. Yes, I can go in here, like even the bunker, I can manage my staff, I can do the resupply, buy all of this stuff for every single one of them. And when as a CEO, you can source air freight cargo from here. I'll do that. I'm going to do that bit here in a way later once I do that. I think that's going to be the last one that I purchased because I've heard that really sucks, and I do agree with that. But I do want to at least set it up just to set it up. You can source vehicles, you can source your cargo, all of that stuff from here. Yeah, the best business investment in the game. And if you don't want to drive to your businesses to source it, this is what you do. Yeah, that's pretty much all for the arcade. The arcade is very useful for doing a heist, which gives you a lot of money. Master Control Terminal, which gives you options to access your businesses and restock, which is really great, and passive income. That passive safe, decent. Yeah, not really great, but still decent. You still get that out of that. Still overall worth getting, plus your 10-car garage, of course, within that, and it's pretty sick. Yeah, lots of fun with this business. I do recommend people get this. I would only say that you get this once you have multiple businesses unlocked, just like with the nightclub, so that way you can access all of them and just resupply. If you have one MC business, you can just spawn at your clubhouse and just drive to it and resupply. But if you have 5 of them, definitely consider doing this one to resupply. The heist, I as a player generally do not like doing heists, and I'll say that I'll address that in another video. I generally don't, and I don't do it. I can make a few $1 million by doing just the business sales and like some contracts. I rarely have done the heist. Like I've done just the casino heist. I've done the Freaka job twice, because that one's super easy, but it pays like only like 100,000 to like 200,000. But for Diamond Casino Heist, that takes a while to set up. Now, if you did it straight through, it'd probably take you about an hour or two to set up all of those, especially with friends. For me, it took me about 10 days because I took breaks within that. I don't want to do casino preps like the entirety of the day, even for that. When I'd rather, my personal play style, I'd rather grind than do a batch of heists. Now, you can have fun doing the heist, like the casino heist. Pretty interesting, depending whether you do it. So, pretty good. The heist, not really important to do the heist, but if you want to do the Diamond Casino Heist, this is the only way you do it, and by getting the arcade. Yeah, so most people get it just to do the heist, not even the car garage, not even the passive income. But unfortunately, the passive income is going to come whether you have one machine or 2. Yeah, oh, I believe it comes with 1, so you'll earn a little bit of money. Actually, I think it's $250. I think if you don't have any of the machines, so that's actually pretty bad. And that's all I could do for the arcade. Yeah, pretty simple. Another good passive business, potential to make some good amount of money. Just let it sit and do its thing. Yeah, let me know what you think of the arcade down below. Leave this video a like if you did like it, and subscribe. Remember, 200 subscribers, mouse reveal. My name is Hectic. See you guys in the next one.